What's up, Dragon Brood? Today, I'm kind of just going to share with you a random buy. I just got back from running out in the weather, which was already a pain when you're trying to buy cards and it's rainy. But I did a pretty random buy that I don't normally do, but I wanted to share with everybody and just kind of show you what was in there and why I picked it up. Because sometimes you can pick up little tips that can help you out. Alright, so like I said, this isn't a collection I normally would pick up. Let me move my microphone so you'll get better audio during this. There we go. It's closer to my face now. But what I saw from what the person had posted was I knew the cards weren't going to be in mint condition, right? So that was the first thing I was kind of okay with, just understanding that I'm buying something that I'm going to, in my head, just go ahead and calculate them at like 75-80% of the value. And then you also see a mix of cards. And I will tell you, I saw like 2 cards in here that kind of gave me enough to know that it was going to be worth the money I was picking it up for. Now, the person initially wanted way more. And I just reached out and asked them how many cards were there, because they only showed a couple pictures. I was like, how many is in the whole collection? They said it was like 85-ish, but this is definitely more than 85. And I was like, okay, for that price, I can't really do it. But then they came back and they were like, well, how about for $100? Now, that being said, it wasn't like an immediate negotiation. He had his stuff listed, I think, for like a week. And that's why I'd reached back out to him. And I'm pretty happy with what I got, I think, but we'll see, because I haven't gone through it in detail, but I wanted to share it with y'all as we go through it. So the first thing is, when I met them, and the pictures they showed, there was a couple things in rubber bands, which is usually a sign of somebody who, if they have valuable cards, they don't know they're valuable. But fortunately, the couple I saw weren't in rubber bands, so that was kind of good. Now, the gamble is, are those not in rubber band going to be the only things of value, right? And I didn't think that was the case based on what I saw. Now, you do get situations like this where it's like, okay, there's an unlimited forest, which is kind of cool, and I guess an unlimited... Oh, I guess these are all unlimited ones. I didn't really notice that at first. I thought somebody just put revised lands. But yeah, these are unlimited. I guess that's why they stuck them in. Now, admittedly, these are all pretty played. I'd have to say these are all at least moderately played. So not a ton of value in these in unlimited. If they were beta, maybe there's a little bit more. Then they looks like they put... No, these are all foreign, international, non-English. So yeah, these I can't do a lot with. Realistically, they're not worth a ton anyway, as it is. I mean, there's a little value here, but not really worrying about that. And I did see those in the initial picture, but I didn't value those toward anything. Now, these I didn't know about. These I found out about as he handed them to me. But these are some of the World Championship cards. And for those you don't know, these are things they used to do years ago. They would take the top 4 decks, or the 4 most interesting decks from the top 8, and they would have like the stamped signature of the player that played them. The backs have this type of logo showing like the city or the event. And they all have gold borders, so they're not legal for 60 card Magic, but a lot of people still like to buy these for proxies and stuff for their commander decks. So I'm okay picking those up. There's actually some value there, and there's still a market for them. Now, this is where it gets dicey, because you start looking and saying, okay, what's in here? Now, I did see this Eliwick, so I knew that was in there. I saw this. I knew this was in there. I didn't know there was an Aribo, though, so that's pretty cool. So that's not really Mars, but we have this Eliwick, which is pretty cool. So a little value there. The Aribo, Roar of the World. That one's actually a little bit, so not too bad. Vivian. Now, this is the Vivian, I believe, that came out of the what they used to do with the Planeswalker decks. So we have that. That's fine. Oath of Jace. Not real value there, but not bad. Pongify in foil. Kind of random that this is in here. Then we have Crackle with Power, but this one's actually... And I will say, oddly, some of these aren't in bad shape. They're not all in bad shape. I thought they were all going to be played, but these are actually pretty nice. So that's pretty good to know, too. But yeah, Crackle with Power, Vile Redeemer, Woodland Wanderer, not really worth much, Angelic Captain. So there's like some bulk rares from Oh, so the Gatewatch and whatever the other set was around that time. The Zendikar sets. So some bulk stuff. Miscast, not a bad card. Plant token. Natural state. So like, yeah, so there's some junk in here. Yeah, this is just nothing, 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 nothing. Well, there's more junk here than I thought there was going to be. Not going to lie to you. Yeah, this is a big pile. And that's what I'm saying. You never know when you're buying random. Like, there's going to be a bunch of junk amongst what you think you're going to get. Colostria Healer, I think, is worth a little bit. We'll have to look that up after the fact. Yeah, these have no major value in this pile, unfortunately. Just kind of going through this just to make sure. Because you never know. Stuff's kind of mixed up in here. You don't want to miss something. There's another healer. But yeah, this actually is mostly junk there. Oh, never mind. All right, okay. So now we're getting to where some of the cards were. Like, I saw the Overburden, and I know Overburden's worth a little bit, so I knew this was in the pile. So I was pretty happy with that. And then Cream of the Crop, also worth a little bit. Another good one. Verduran Enchantress. And then there was these 3 Dreads that I was like, okay, if we've got Dreads from Lorwyn and we have these other cards, like this has to be some stuff worth things. And these, the Overburden, and there's one other card that made it okay for me to pay $100. The rest is all bonus money. So yeah, 3 Dreads. And again, a little better condition than I thought they would be. One of these is better than the others. But yeah, not bad. Still light play. So I'm okay with that. Those are still tradable, sellable. That's the biggest thing. There's a Thornbite Staff. And these, if I'm not mistaken, are over $10, I think, now, last I looked. We'll put the price on screen. I'll have an editor work with me on this to make it happen. So, yeah, but, yeah, pretty cool that that's in there. Essence Wardens are $4 or $5. Oh, wait. There's 3 Thornbite Staffs. All right, cool. I'm good with that. Animate Dead's another $4 or $5. Some elemental tokens, emblems. These are worth a little bit, but I always have trouble selling and trading them, so I don't really count them toward value a lot of the time. Even though I probably should. Goat token. Rat Colony. Oddly, some of these rats and other cards that are like you can play as many as you want, they're always worth picking up. There's always a market for those. Night's Whisper, I don't think is worth much. Oh, Grozoth. There you go. That's a couple bucks. Endless Ranks of the Dead. Pretty much all the big rare zombie stuff is always worth something. Erratic Portal, Wave of Terror. Another Endless Ranks of the Dead. So that can go in that pop. This one's a little more beat up. Army of the Damned. Probably another few dollars. Eternal Bond. Long-term plans. I don't actually know off the top of my head, but I think it's worth a little bit. Unspeakable Symbol. Random Soldier Token. I don't know why. Zorn. I don't know if Zorn's worth much. I don't think he's worth anything. I'm going to put him in the rare pile, though, to look up later. Damn is a few bucks. These full arts, I mean, they're not popular cards, so I wouldn't imagine they're worth more than a couple dollars. Phyrexian Processor, Vandal Blast. Suppressing Field is another couple bucks. Clever Impersonator's a few dollars. There's another Pungify, non-foil. Nature's Lord. This is a card that's actually worth more than y'all think. This version is from the Garrick versus Liliana dual deck, I think. I've got to remember what that symbol is. But this one, the regular ones, whatever, I think these are worth a pretty good chunk still. So, like I said, we'll have it on screen, but something to surprise yourself with. A Phaedo Alchemist, I think is worth a little. Oh, more Essence. Actually, a lot of Essence Wardens. And these actually aren't too bad. All right. I'm good with those. What does that give us? 5 Essence Wardens? I'll have to go through and put them all together. But, yeah. That's a pile of Essence Wardens. I'm okay with that. That's basically another, like, $20 or something. So cool. Gataxian Probe. Den of the Bugbear. Lava Spike. I think Experimental Crash is a couple bucks. Austere Command. I don't think Flame Shadow Conjuring is worth anything. Ray of Frost, I'm pretty sure isn't. I'm okay to be wrong. Actually, I don't even know. I'm pretty sure it's not. Mystic Remora, though, I know is worth a bit, so that's a good find to have in here. Glacial Crevices, a couple bucks. Same thing on Bounty Hunter. Don't know anything about the Path Razor. Don't know anything about the Path Razor here. Whisper Silk Cloak. Yeah, and this was the other thing that we saw in there. So I was like, okay, if there's a Snapcaster Mage and I get those dreads and a couple of other cards, like I'm cool paying $100 for this, even if the rest is nothing. But wait, hold on. Wait. Okay, too much for me to pay attention to here. There's a bribery here also. But I wanted to take a look at the condition here. It's funny, they have some sticker that said like $1.50 on it. Oh, this actually is in really good shape. So this Snapcaster Mage is better off than I thought it was going to be. So that's actually pretty cool. Based on what I thought the condition was going to be of the other cards, because of like rubber bands and stuff in the picture, I thought this was going to be pretty beat up. But got a nice bonus there. And then let's take a look at this bribery. This is one from Arcadian Mass, so it's actually pretty nice. And it's got a little wear on it, but not terrible. So yeah, this is cool too. That's a good little addition. So like that. Vivian Monsters Advocates, the full art, also solid. Not upset to have that. And then yet another Thornbite Staff. So I don't know, this is either 4 or 5. I'll have to go back and look so I can put those together. Don't know anything about a Rhyme Transfusion. Ankh of Mishra, Cetus Synod. Like, these artifact lands tend to have a little bit of value too, oddly enough. Memnite, Thought Vessel, another Whisper Silk Cloak, Deep Channel Mentor. I have no idea if this is worth anything or not. I can't imagine Varchild's War Riders is, but I'm going to keep it over here in the pile. Shield Sphere, Wayfarer's Bauble, yes. Utopia Sprawl, definitely. This is probably due for a reprint soon. Would not be surprised if we see this in Double Masters. Vidalcan Archmage, another Whisper Silk Cloak from a different set. And Unspeakable Symbol, and another Nature's Lore. All right, cool. So, yeah, that was actually a really good random pile of stuff. Not too upset about that at all.